Welcome.
Ooh, I think we are game. We live?
I think we're live.
Steve, there's a bright sun behind you. So you're going to have to actually move forward, back, something.
or get a bigger head.
I guess this is what happens when we go live a lot earlier than we normally do.
This is way early.
Way early. What's up, brother?
Not
What's
much,
up,
man.
buddy?
Not much. We got a Sunday. Have we done many of these on a Sunday?
I don't know. My days are running together anymore. So honestly, I could not tell you. And what makes this one fun is we've actually started our Facebook page today.
Oh yeah.
So if you get like some just random out of the blue, we haven't got a picture or anything set up. This whole thing, we're early stages still, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So if you got a request from either myself or this gentleman to join a Facebook page called Another Shot, yes, that would be us.
Yes. Like and share.
Like and share. The more subscribers, the better. As always, I'm Bill. This is my hetero life mate, Steve.
Yep.
And as with tradition, before we truly get started, we actually do have a sponsor, which is a good friend of mine. Steve, first chance you get, brother, we're going to need some stuff.
Sleeveless
Shirt,
buddy.
t-shirt, beanie,
Sleeveless.
something a little more than doing this. Steve's Diesel Shop LLC, a good friend of mine. If you're in the Mercer or surrounding counties, 724-269-0477. Again, whenever you make that phone call, you will talk to one of the sweetest girls in the world, and this gentleman right here will put your car, truck, whatever diesel vehicle you have back on the road ASAP.
They still got diesel cars?
I don't know.
What was it? Wasn't it Volkswagen?
I think that at one point there was something, because I saw
I think Volkswagen ran on diesel.
I saw I remember the gas commercial where it showed the guy, he was freaking out because the woman was trying to put the wrong nozzle, or what he thought was going to be the wrong nozzle, and either mix gas on top of diesel or diesel on top of gas, and it turned out the car ran on, I think, both.
Fuck.
Remember that one?
No, but I kind of do.
But that being said, as with tradition, we always start off our drink of choice tonight. Ooh, that glare is beastly.
That's my sweat glistening off my forehead.
This is our shot. Beginning, middle, and end tonight will be Goldschlager, because both of us have
terrible idea.
Way too lazy to go and get our normal. It's been a hectic week. So
it's been life, baby. It's been life.
Life goes on.
Early summer.
Cheers.
All right. To a bad decision.
Here's to a bad decision.
Oh, fuck me.
Woo!
Oh gosh.
I forgot how strong the cinnamon is with that one.
What was the thing with the gold flakes? What
it's Goldschlager. It's just, it was a promotional thing.
So what are they? It's not real fucking gold.
It is real gold.
It's not real gold.
It's real gold. Look it up.
Oh man, you could probably fucking mine my liver when I was younger then. I probably got a good nugget of Goldschlager in there.
You say it reminds you of college days. We're going to have to do something about that light back there for the time being, because you're getting a massive glare.
It's all right. They don't want to see me.
What I'm thinking we're going to do for 2 seconds here, just to solve this little dilemma. Is that working?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Made some changes. Regular Bob Vila. Bob Vila or Bob Ross.
You want to go there?
I'll start calling you Bob.
See if that works.
All right.
Much better.
All right. Yeah, there she is.
For the time being, anyways.
All right. So, yeah, Steve's Repair Shop, all your diesel needs, Mercer County. Let's go.
Steve's Diesel Shop.
Diesel Shop.
Diesel Shop.
LLC.
Steve, if you're watching, check it out, homie. So, Steve,
Yes, sir.
Game 7 tomorrow night.
Game 7, Oilers. All right. So it has been, I think they said, 39 years since a team has come back from 3-0 to force a Game 7 and possibly win.
Chores.
Chores.
It's chores night.
So that's a fucking milestone, man. But the games in Florida, and it has been no. I think no, wrong. 39 years. It's been 39 years since Canada has held the cup.
I was just looking it up a little while ago, and I think you were right the first time.
Sure.
But I don't know who the guy was when I was watching it like 4 or 5 nights ago that said there's only been one other team in history that has come back from a 3-0 deficit to win. Now, that being said, yeah, that was wrong. Bottom line, that was wrong.
Yeah, there's been
like
3.
I think there's been 10.
No fucking way. Look that shit up.
We got our first fact check of the night. Let's see.
We have to throw the red flag challenge. I got 3.
Has there been a 3-0 comeback in NHL? I'd already looked it up.
Oh, this bitch.
The Oilers are only the 3rd team in history to rally from 3-0 down to force game final.
Fuck.
Oh, that didn't.
You know.
Now, unlike what we were talking about the other night, apparently in the 1942 Maple Leafs completed the comeback against the Detroit Red Wings in the 1945 script. The script was flipped, but Detroit fell short against Toronto. So how many? Well, here, check this out. How many 3-0 comebacks are there in NHL? Edmonton Oilers are the first team in the NHL to fight back from 3-0 down in a best-of-7 series to force a deciding contest. This is the 10th time it has happened in 200. I mean, did I read that wrong? No, they aren't the first team in NHL to fight back from a 3-0 down in a best-of-7 series. This is the 10th time it's happened in 211 opportunities in NHL history.
211 opportunities. That would put the
That's
NHL back
11 years, homie.
Yeah, that would put us back to the 1800s of ice hockey. I don't think the Edmonton Oilers were
so
right after the.
This just goes to show you can't believe everything you read on Google. Look it up yourself.
Yeah, that's some hot shit. That's some hot shit. We'll talk about it after the game tomorrow. Who do you got winning?
I'm gonna go with my boy McDavid.
I think
McDavid takes it all day.
Connor McFucking Jesus, man. Connor McJesus, man. He
makes the comeback. He brings them back from the brink of death, and
they can't fucking stop him.
The man's an absolute monster.
The only way they win is if Sergei Bobrovsky stands on his head and shuts them down. But he gave up 8 goals 2 games ago to him. I mean, Bobrovsky's in shambles.
You know, we did do this a little backwards tonight.
How?
Well, we did our shot first.
Yeah.
And we always start off with at least 1 or 2 beers. And here we are going with, but it works out kind of in our favor because
I needed to immediately cleanse my palate after the Goldschlager.
This, believe it or not, I support my local Icy Light is my drink of choice when it comes to a light beer. And then I also like Yingling's usually my all-around go-to. I like Yingling. I like Icy Light.
I like Yingling from a bottle.
We are going to. I think we're going to leave it alone.
Yeah, fuck it. I look fine
for right now. But again, this is what happened. This again, learning curve.
I'm glowing.
So we'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. It's going to only be for like another hour. That thing's going to be glaring in on us. That's if it doesn't pour. You know, not much in the sports world right now, other than Game 7 coming up.
Baseball's kind of lame until the playoffs. It really kind of.
That being said, though, our Pirates, my Pirates, I guess you could say your Pirates as well. You're a Pirates fan.
No,
you still
yeah,
your Phillies, but
oh, massively, yeah. But you know what? I wouldn't mind see the Pirates win, but they play Skeens pitched today. Skeens.
so then they probably won.
No, he got lit the fuck up
Who
early.
beat them? I missed
Uh,
it today.
yeah,
I was at a family reunion too. so-
Tampa, yeah, Tampa. Tampa let Skeens up early and often. They got about 3 runs on him in the first 2 innings, and Pirates never recovered. They only put up 1 run. But it was Sunday. It was their getaway day. They played a lot of their shit players.
Well, and every
But yeah, Skeens
I
got
think
the L.
every quarterback, pitcher, every good player is going to have that bad game.
Well, I think
So I mean,
Skeens has only got about 6-7 games under his belt. So now what other teams are doing, they're collecting data on him. They pay people to fucking study other pitchers, and then they go ahead and they tell their batters, all right, so when he does this, you're looking for this. And I think teams now are starting to get more and more data on Skeens, like Jones. Jones got fucking lit up the other day too. And you know what? It's not so simple. So it's gonna be a learning curve for Skeens. They have no idea who the fucking best pitchers are right now because bats are hot everywhere. But yeah, Skeens got lit the fuck up. He's human. But man, can that dude throw a fucking dart? Absolute fucking dart.
wonder if I just gave her the Facebook page. I am trying to just go ahead and send people our link and let them know that we are live. Maybe we get some new blood in here.
New blood. Get on the chat, motherfuckers. Get on the chat.
So I am just, posting and going.
But
Don't mind me. Continue on with what you're saying.
Yeah, we're getting so close to fucking NFL, man. We're getting so close to NFL. Maybe that's something we could do on our Facebook too, man. Have a little fantasy football action via Facebook.
Another shot fantasy football.
Another shot fantasy fucking football, because I'm already studying. I'm already looking to make fucking trades. I am so happy. I have the same name for every single fantasy team I have. I have 2 or 3 every year that I'm serious about, that I really, really, really want to win. Some of them I take flyers on. I will pick all fucking rookies in one league just to see what happens. That never works out. But yeah, I already have it in the works. I'm already making notes for fantasy football. I play in leagues that that are money. Then I play with leagues that are not money, and I think I'm doing it for pride at this point, because I fucking hate losing fantasy. But I have the same name for every one of my teams.
And yet you and I are still friends with as many times you lost to me.
And fantasy?
Whether it be fantasy, whether it be trivia, whether it be
get the fuck
FanDuel, whether it be,
get the fuck out of here. You're just keeping stats, you.
Me.
Yeah, I'm not.
100%.
And I never lost.
I'm competitive. You've lost every time. Remember the first time we went to Manny's? We thought, we're just gonna go to Manny's, have a beer. I think it was after Night of the Races.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember.
No, that was one of our we bounced after that. We jumped from, we went to Rudy's, we went to the Stang.
Fuck.
Yeah, we went from Night at the Races to Manny's because we wanted to finish up the fights. We knew they were on, and we bounced from there to Rudy's to the Mustang.
We were a lot younger then.
A whole 4 year. It's amazing what a 4-year difference makes.
Yeah. I don't got it in me anymore.
We haven't done a good bar hop in a minute. We are definitely due.
Oh, we are due for a good bar hop.
Oh, boom! And I say this every time we see on here that one person show up, and I have to say, Mr.
Boom. Yeah, don't even acknowledge him. Fuck it.
Mystery guest, please check in.
We only not acknowledge thus chatters.
I just
I'll leave it open, see what happens.
Yeah, I'll leave it up right now just to see if anybody pops on there. And there we go. So, topic is subject.
Subject of topic.
So yeah, either way. You know, one thing I've really been, I both get entertained and absolutely 100% annoyed by these. It's this new trend. Well, it's not exactly new. It's been going on for a while now.
The Hawk Tour.
I
Hawk Tour.
You saw that video too. That girl was hilarious.
Oh, dude, she's so hot.
That was some funny stuff.
I have such a crush on Hawk Tour.
all it shows is one and doesn't show any participants. So
No worries. Just keep going.
Yeah. So these idiots that want to get out there and do these reaction videos.
Yeah.
Like carrying a PS5 in the hood. Having $30,000 in a clear backpack in the hood. Making up or throwing up gang signs in the hood.
I don't know what you're saying. Please elaborate.
So basically what happens now is let's start off with the first one. There's these guys, he's one individual that decides he's going to walk through a rough area of town.
White guy, black guy.
It's a black guy.
Okay.
And it's a younger kid, looks like in his 20s, possibly college. And he thinks it's a good idea to go to those areas of town that is known for
the ghetto.
Yeah,
slums.
They call them the ghetto
projects.
Yeah, all those spots. And he's carrying around. Now, mind you, it's an empty box, but it's a PS5 box. And he just goes walking down the street with this box. And on multiple occasions, I mean, he does this all the time. Whether it's a plant or not, I doubt it, because you could tell these other individuals that come up to him are annoyed. And he's had guns pulled on him, knives pulled on him. They'll come up, they'll just snatch the box out of his hands.
Who's filming all this? One of his boys?
It's always something. There's always that one camera guy that's staying off to the side, kind of hidden out of view, filming them.
You don't think these motherfuckers know that dude's there with his fucking iPhone out filming this shit? Or does it look real?
A lot of it does look real. They, when they start to get into a real pinch, like I've seen knives pulled, guns pulled, people go after them, start beating them up, and they start immediately screaming, "You're on camera! It's a prank! It's a prank! You're on camera! You're on camera!" And a lot of these guys will turn around and just kind of stare. Some of them simmer out and kind of like, don't come back here again, so on and so forth. But a lot of them, I don't give a fuck about that camera. You know where you're at? What is the fascination with going into a place? Doesn't matter.
It's got you it's got you watching, don't it?
It does and it doesn't.
So what's your fascination?
What's my fascination? I actually want to see these guys get shot. Honestly, I want to see them get stabbed.
George Floyded.
And because
what? I think that's the premise they're going for. I think they're going down that line.
No, I think you're way off base on that one. No, the reaction on that. That's
why do that? Why do that in the ghetto? Why not do that in Chinatown?
Because they want to go somewhere where they know they're going to get a reaction.
They're attacking a certain demographic.
Possibly.
Do they ever
my point is, what is the trend of this? Why is this a trend? Why is it so, because it's to the point now where at first, yeah, I did find it a little humorous, but when you really sit down and think about it,
because people want to see people get fucked up.
You're instigating a premise. Now, I say all this, and I watched a video one time where this guy openly admitted, he goes, "I'd like to know, we see all these reaction videos." And what he ended up doing was he went into, I think it was Mobile, Alabama, and he walked around and he did one of these reaction, I think it was the Hawaiian punch. And he walked up to people and asked them if they wanted a punch.
That's called the Hawaiian punch?
How you really, You're getting on my last nerve already.
I don't know what the
You're
Hawaiian
already
punch
you're
is.
already getting. You know what a Hawaiian punch is. You know the drink. The
Yeah, I
Hawaiian
know
punch.
the drink. Yeah.
All right, so shut up for 2
All right.
seconds.
All right. Go ahead.
And
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't play dumb.
Go.
So what he does is he walks up to people and he says, "You want to get punched? You want to punch?" You know, he'll come up with something. And what he found was, I think out of 100 times, he had one person get mad at him. And when the guy finally is like, "What? You know, what's the deal?" And he'll finally reach into his pocket and he'll pull out a can of Hawaiian punch and say, "Dude, you just want to punch." You know, the whole point is you go in, you instigate them at first, making it, you know, they're making it out like, "Do you want to get punched?" In other words, and they'll even use like street slang every now and then to kind of, you know, to sell the product. So in the end, he holds out, you know, a Hawaiian punch. He says, "Do you want to get punched? You want to punch?" And his point was, we always see the bad ones. We always see these guys getting beat up. We see them getting knives and guns and everything pulled on them. And his question was, I wonder how many takes it took before they finally got somebody angry enough. They've even gotten to the point where they just walk up to people and they mean mug them. Just give them like this nasty look. They'll sit there. They'll have their hands down. One guy takes it to the point where he'll go into these hood areas. Actually, I'll take that back. This one, he likes to try and keep it a little more, I guess you could say, safe. So he kind of stays in the city type areas.
Is this daylight or nighttime?
Daylight. These guys will not do it at nighttime.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
that I've seen.
That's a different world, man. Different
And
world.
this idiot will walk up and he'll throw up fake gang signs. He'll just walk up and start doing stuff with his hands.
Just
like,
being
you
a
know,
douchebag.
He'll just go like this, or he'll do something like this, or
Just being a-
whatever, to get a reaction. So at that point, when you're doing stuff like that, I mean, do you honestly, in your opinion, do you think that's kind of crossing the line? Now you're just instigating to get that negative reaction.
You're crossing the line, but as soon as they tell people that they're on camera, I think that's when shit stops, because nobody wants to be on fucking camera, because you know what I mean?
But like I said, a lot of these guys,
You got to think about it before you're on camera.
But a lot of them don't see the camera. They keep the camera hidden off to the side. It's not hard to hide a camera.
But all you got to do is say that there's a camera, and the motherfucker's gonna be like, "Oh,
And a lot of them
well,
don't care
fuck."
anymore, because you know what? It's getting harder and harder to start instigating people. They're starting to get well known for their Instagram, their snaps, their, you know, YouTubes, their Facebooks, their, you know, their X's, their TikToks, whatever.
You can send a video in 5 seconds and it's viral.
So they gotta keep up in the ante. But at what point is it not reactionary anymore? What point is it just straight up instigating? And do you kind of deserve what you get?
Oh yeah, some of these motherfuckers deserve it, but they won't get it. That's why they keep doing it.
Why do you think they won't get it? Because
they'll get persecuted because they were on camera, because the world's sensitive, and out there nobody's gonna agree on it. Some people will be like, "Yeah, motherfucker needs to get shot." You know,
yeah.
And some people will be like, "Well, you know, he was just fucking around. Oh, he's just a kid." But the kid's asking for it. That's my opinion. Fucking, you're asking for it.
My thing of it is, you say, you know, oh, once the camera, you know, once they realize they're on camera. So you think the ones that are you know, that you think they're staged when they turn around and say, "I don't give a fuck about that camera. It's a prank. You're on camera." But you know, they're already running and beating them down.
Oh yeah, one day somebody's gonna take out the guy with the camera first. Then now what?
Why is he gonna go after the guy with the camera when this guy's the one instigating?
Because you take out the guy with the camera, and a guy out there instigating's fucked.
See, here's the other fun thing. One prank, and this was, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, that was going around, was these idiots wanting to go and they'll just walk up to a spot in the park. Be a, you know, a whole bunch of people sitting around, no carry. Tell me how reminiscent this is. So they're carrying a duffel bag, and they just go over, set it down, and then turn around and run. And
Sit it down where, in a park?
Yeah,
okay.
Right beside them.
So it looks like a cache or a bomb.
A bomb is what they were shooting for.
Okay.
And what's fun about that is he decided, you know, I say fun, that's the wrong choice of words, but here's the interesting part. They did this not long after the Boston Marathon bombing. So then it became a trend where they're going to come out
Oh,
with,
that's fucked.
they go over, they're going to drop a bag, they turn around and they run. Well, what happened, you say it, once they, they realize on camera, as it turns out, it happened over in Europe, if I'm not mistaken.
Someone actually did it?
Someone took, they tried to pull that prank and they went to go and set a bag down, but as he was approaching the guy ended up pulling a gun on him and shot him twice.
No shit.
Yep.
Did the prank stop, or
I haven't heard about him since.
people thought twice?
I haven't heard about him since.
Fucking pranks, man. Fucking pranks. I haven't seen any good pranks lately. No, nothing.
It's just one of those.
Especially after the Boston Marathon, man. So many people forgot about that. I mean, that's just fucking un-American. It's extremely fucking un-American.
What's un-American?
Pulling a prank after an event like that. Something relating to it, Fucking, that was another fucking tragedy in American history. I think lots of people forgot about.
But nobody's forgot about it, homie.
I have. I don't think about it that often anymore.
That being said, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna pull out this new drink. I'm gonna pull out a new drinky.
You are overly hyper tonight, and you are literally all over the place. I think people are gonna get a kick out of you tonight. I don't know. I've seen what you brought. I don't know if you need any more energy. Thank you, sir. Oh, God.
I've been thinking about these bitches for a while.
Monster. Nasty Beast. Nasty Beast. Hard tea. It's tea and lemonade. So basically, it's a half and half created by, is this Monster Energy?
It's got to be. Yeah, it's got the
logo, but then again, I just saw a big billboard that said Mossy Oak Realty on the other side of Parker. So I don't know.
It seems like a camouflage kind of town.
Oh, what do we got here? Okay.
We need a percentage check.
That is what I'm looking. What is the Richter scale on this one?
What is the
6.0 on the Richter scale.
Fuck, I think that's pretty high for tea and lemonade.
Tea and lemonade. So just for our viewers can see, Nasty Beast, hard tea, tea and lemonade. Oop, wrong side. Here we go.
This is in a 12 pack. So
this is a 6%.
We're gonna see what the other flavors.
You know the one thing we never talk about? How much was this for the 12 pack?
$17.
$17. The Mountain Dew that I did the other night, I think was either on sale or it might have been whole. 12.
I think it's cheaper to get this in a 12 pack of Monster.
It was $20 for the Mountain Dew. So, allow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna can it. I gotta can it. Just feel weird not having Monster out of a can. All right, let's sample, my friend. Let's sample.
Cheers. It tastes like tea. It tastes like Arnold Palmer. It tastes like half and half lemonade and tea.
No carbon,
no bite,
no carbonation.
No carbonation.
And it's a 6 something.
That's a 6.
Fuck. Now, what about, is there energy properties in this? Like ginseng. Maybe there's some ginseng in it.
Boy, what makes this an energy drink? Still, malt beverage. Usual suspects were enjoying the few. You judge. I don't see.
We'll see if we get hyper vigilant. Then
I'm not seeing anything. Honestly.
Yeah, if I start doing fucking jumping jacks or something like that, but man, Bill, I feel fucking great. Yeah, the Monster works. I'm sensitive to energy drinks. It doesn't take me much. Like I limit myself to like a couple shots.
Well, you honestly seem like you've had about 10 energy drinks before you came in tonight. You are absolutely off the fucking wall.
I'm doing the Lord's work.
Wow, it literally says we're no Dirk Diggler, but still pretty proud of what we got.
Go
That's
Monster.
The last thing it says on there. It doesn't say anything about ginseng. It doesn't say our super clean alcohol. Honestly, I just think Monster, it'll just like Mountain Dew has decided they're going to come out with a little, something and kind of throw their hat in the game.
I bet the ladies would love this shit.
Ooh, dude, honestly,
It-
I think definitely Sarah.
This
would
seems
love
like a
this.
fucking lady drink. Like if you're at the bar and you're a little fucking tired, and even if this shit has no fucking ginseng in
Now
it,
wait a minute. Okay,
mentally it might get you aroused.
now hang on. I just took a second swig, and that time it gave me kind of like I didn't get a full tea vibe on that one. That was
It changed.
ooh.
Let me go in round 2. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, there's something else there.
What the fuck? I think there's shit at the bottom of this bill.
I don't think there is.
And you poured yours into a glass.
Yeah. Which
It's fucking changing for me. It changed. Ooh.
there is a weird aftertaste. Like that first initial was kind of
Yeah.
decent. That was good.
Now we got to
And,
bite.
and then that is I have never once experienced
So if
that.
we're going to 1 to 10, that's our current operating scale.
that's gonna be a 6 for me.
The Nasty Beast.
Because I'm trying to figure out it was.
We'll see by the time we get to the bottom. It might change. I'm going to start with a 7. I'm going to start with a 7.
I give it a 6.
And at the end, I'm going to reevaluate.
We definitely need a new scale. This 1 to 10, everybody does a 1 to 10. We need a different scale. Like, I mean, we call the alcohol, the APA, or yeah, Jesus, the APV,
IPA?
alcohol per volume, knucklehead. We refer to that as the Richter scale. So we need something a little more fun on a scale from 1 to 10. But would you suggest this to others?
Yes, especially the female crowd. Think about Monster Energy drinks. I could only drink a certain amount of them. Like I could drink 2. In an 8-hour shift of work, it takes me 2 to get by. 1 per every 4 hours. But it would make my stomach hurt if I drank too many energy drinks. Maybe because all the sugar. What's the sugar fucking content in these motherfuckers? That's got me fucking curious. Fuck it.
Honestly,
I don't feel like reading.
Yeah, I gave up on it too.
Yeah. We'll see if we get.
It still tastes like iced tea, but upon the second sip, I picked up something I didn't pick up on the first time. It's kind of like a bitter taste, almost like a. I don't want to say pill.
Maybe if Monster and White Claw had a baby, Arnold Palmer and White Claw had a baby, it might be this.
I don't know. I mean, it's still smooth. Still, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
See if it has any adverse effects. Turn it in oh fuck! He just fucking chugged it.
Yeah, there's enough I can kill it without a problem.
Holy fuck!
Let's see how many people we actually got.
Does your heart feel like it's racing yet?
It does not.
If Bill has a fucking heart attack.
I don't believe Monster is going to.
So we got some viewers jump in the chat, especially if you ever had this fucking thing. And you know what? They got like a Monster coffee variety. They didn't have that, but I'm also interested in that. That would be like a good alternative to a wake and bake if you're of the non-baking variety. If you're on vacation, you want to wake up, get the Monster coffee.
I tell you what, definitely something along the lines of if you like maybe, I mean, again, we got a nice little summertime drink. My allergies have been killing me today. Like I said, I was at a family reunion, and it was out, way out there, near Clarion. And ever since then, I've been kind of all day. So much so, I had a nice little nap whenever I got home.
What are you allergic to? Pollen?
Pollen? It's seasonal allergies.
I can fucking imagine, man. I see people like nearly die from fucking pollen allergies. My mom had it real fucking bad. I was like, oh God, I don't want to. I don't want that. Don't pass that down to me.
Jesus, God.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I was like, do not pass that down to me. I was so worried. Don't worry about me, man. Worry about you. Worry about you. Worry about you.
Woosa.
Worry about me.
I am worried about you. Dude, I'm having a hard time keeping up with you. Honestly, it's like
I'm a monster lightweight, so we'll
you
see.
are a monster lightweight.
We'll see if
already.
there's energy packed in this, dude. I do fucking terrible with caffeine. Flows right through me.
Well, bear in mind, we still have some drinks from last time, and I don't think we want to touch on the 9 right now.
What drink's that?
We still have those IPAs in there, those mangoes, those hazies.
No, for fuck's sake, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Where was I going?
I have no idea. That's why I said. That's why I was trying to tell you. I'm like,
I
take a breath.
I was on a train, man. I was on a train.
Just
no, you.
I had to reel you back in.
All right, then go ahead. Go ahead. You come up with something.
You were literally like, it was hard to keep up with what you were saying.
Allergies. I was
don't pass it down to you. Your mom had it.
Yeah, I see people, man. They come back in from like a smoke break or something at work, and their eyes are red, like they're sweating, like they get fucking hives and rashes. Like, man, I have zero allergies that I know of. So I haven't eaten anything or been in contact with anything, including poison ivy. I have zero fucking allergies.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's something out there.
Me and my son were just talking about that today as we were walking around. You know, because he was bragging about, I'm either not allergic or I've just been lucky. He says, I have yet to catch poison ivy, but I know I've been in it. And it wasn't until I was in my early 20s, I went that long. And it took me literally, it was a slow day at work. There wasn't enough work for all of us. But instead of sending me home, the boss man sent me to his house to mow and weed eat. So that being said,
and you knew at this time or did not know that you had allergies?
I did not know that I was allergic. Let me finish the story before you interject. So what happened was, I got out there.
Allergies, Julian.
And another word for allergies, is allergic. So if you will let me get to the point.
I was responding.
What are we talking about?
I was responding to our viewer.
Continue. I apologize, good sir. Right now, our lives, just to throw it out there real quick, our lives are open forum. So if you got something you want to talk about, bring it up. All our stuff is opinion-based.
We're talking about how I'm allergic to nothing.
We're kind of just, talking about, we talked about reactionary videos, and that trend going around where people go out and they instigate to get a reaction out of people. Right now, all of a sudden, though, we ended up talking about allergies because I ended up
sneezing.
Yeah, just whatever comes to mind. Our lives are going to be open forum. So that being said, it was a slow day at work. I went to my boss's house. He sent me there instead of sending me home to mow and weed eat. And I got finished mowing. I got the weed eater out. And as I'm hitting this one spot, I knew it was poison ivy. I had never had a problem with it until apparently you absolutely cover yourself in the stuff. And then you say, hey, I'm done. What do you want me to do? Well, come back in. We can use your help now. Okay. So then
you didn't pee in it, did you?
You go to work. That made no sense whatsoever. Don't mind him right now. I'm going to beat him. I went to work. So not only did I sweat outside, get covered in poison ivy, went to work, sweating all day. 2 days later, it showed up on my ankle. A week later, I was covered from head to toe in poison ivy. And ever since then, and that's one of those things you found out that, you can be allergic one moment, and then before you know it, you can just end up catching it. So, yeah. Juliana.
Let me touch on that one time. I grew up in the mountains.
Of Philadelphia.
No. I grew up in the Pocono Mountains mostly. I moved up to the Poconos when I was about 5. 5. We were in Philly till I was 5. Then we moved up to Pocono Mountains. My dad got a job up there, and so we grew up. Man, we grew up on in a farm scene. Me and my sister, but a lot of my friends, they would pee in poison ivy, or like pee in the woods. And that is how so many kids, man, I'm telling you, it was fucking unreal. It was like epidemic. That's how they found out they got poison ivy. That is not the place you want to get fucking poison
By peeing in the poison ivy.
Yeah. Dead serious, man. Because you put it away in a bush, you take a leak. That's I couldn't have fucking imagined, man. I was like, oh my God. That would be the worst. Poison oak and poison sumac too, yeah.
So as I've said, we are open format. Anytime you want to talk about something, you got a subject, something that you've seen on the news, that you heard. Hell, if it's something that we've brought up, let us know in the chats. Well, we are willing to talk about anything. The whole point is we're sitting down, having a drink in an empty glass, and
You chugged the fucking monster, dude. I told you I don't handle monsters well.
yeah, well, we also be careful. There's 6, but I mean, still. Anyways, yeah. If you've got something you want to talk about, feel free. Let us know. In the chats. Some quick news, real quick. Some friends of mine at the Mustang, Miss Emily, recently got engaged as of yesterday. Her boyfriend, I can't remember of how many years, has put the ring on her finger.
Way to go, dude.
So
how many years? How many years did it take?
Congratulations, Emily. I'm not 100%, honestly. They've been together for a while, as far as I know.
How long should a boy and a girl be together as boyfriend and girlfriend before he should pop the question? Unless there's a mutual agreement that they just stay together forever and
so we touched on one.
Keep it unlegal.
By the way, if you get an opportunity to watch this, congratulations, Em. I have no idea.
I think that's something you'd ask a girl. Like I'd like a woman in the chat to say something like, all right, if you and a boy are together, how long until you think he's not going to pop the question? Or do you live together before?
Ooh.
Like,
well,
that's
Steve,
touchy. That's touchy.
Okay, yeah. Since you brought it up, if I'm not mistaken, you've actually had a relationship where a person has. So what is?
I think.
What is your? I'd like since you brought up the question, what is your opinion on it?
All right. I think it comes down to, I think the most successful relationships that I've seen have been around 2 years and then get married, or somebody finds out they're pregnant.
Oh,
and then they're like, all right,
that's a whole nother monster.
And
that's
then
a whole nother monster.
If someone gets pregnant, I'm thinking, all right, we got 9 months. We got to have a wedding and a baby, especially if you're like a religiously affiliated, or grandma's like, oh, this is out of wedlock. It's like, all right, honey, we can't tell anybody.
There are so many different variations to that, though. There's so many variables, not variations, but variables. There's those one-night stands where the girl gets pregnant. You don't know this girl from whoever.
You might not even remember.
And the next day, you're like, or say a week or two later, she comes to you and she's like, hey, by the way. Let's say a month or so later. Let's be really. But a month or two later, she shows up and she goes, by the way, I'm pregnant. You're the last guy I'm with. So I don't think pregnancy, in my opinion, is grounds to get married, because
that's not
fair to anybody, because you haven't given yourself a chance to get to know this person,
and maybe you guys have different views.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that have had one-night stands.
Never.
I've had one-night stands.
I've never had one-night stand. Oh, a one-night stand.
And honestly, I don't think that's grounds, because that's not fair to you. That's not fair to the child. That's not fair to her. Now, if you want to, okay, the right thing to do is, okay, so you could say, I want a paternity test just to be on the safe side. But I think as a man, if you do that and she does come to you, I think you need to run with it for a little while.
Give it a shot.
You have to give it a shot. You have to give it a chance.
Give her the respect
and
the support, not respect, or yes, respect and support. Because we don't got to carry babies, so she's got to be a lot more scared.
So, on that note, then if marriage comes about, then it was meant to be.
Situational, then.
I don't think the question needs to be popped until both are 100%.
Is there still love at first sight?
I believe there is love at first sight.
Yeah, me and Hawktaw, that was love at first sight. I'm in love, Bill. I'm in love with Hawktaw. She's what?
Yep.
She's 17. What the fuck is she doing out fucking drinking in the night scene then? Let's put that on the fucking internet. All right, I am no longer in love with Hawktaw. Fuck that, man. No way. Really?
You are so hyper tonight. I've never seen you this, like, you're excited about, like, something's got you.
It's good energy, Bill. It's good energy.
You have a hell of a vibe tonight.
Good energy, man. Channel it as good fucking energy.
So
17? The fuck?
I'm not 100%. I don't know.
Let's get a fact check on that.
There's gonna have to be a fact check on that one. I'm not sure.
Like, I want to see ID. I had her pegged at like 23. 24?
Because the
32?
The atmosphere of that particular TikTok was, he's just like interviewing girls on the street, but it seemed like it was more of a bar vibe. So yeah. I'm gonna say she might be in that realm.
But that,
there's that's a whole nother monster, which I prefer not to talk about.
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
no.
The age thing just kind of
drives me out.
So, anyways, back to your question. My wife and I, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure she's watching.
What's up, boo?
I think we were about a year or two into it, maybe a little more. I would say at best, give yourself at least 1 to 2 years. If anything, I mean, unless you're super traditional, I would say you need to live together first.
Before you get married?
Like, full time live together. That way, you both get to know what's this person like in the morning. What's this person like before they go to bed? What are their habits? What are they, what are those little picadillos that, those little secretive that nobody else knows?
Because maybe there's a pet peeve that you guys didn't come across.
Something there that, you might, because, you rush into it like these Vegas weddings. With a little Whitechapel, Elvis marries you. You guys, alcohol fuels it. You guys, it's that love at first sight. Mm-hmm. You guys have had a blast. Let's just go get married.
At first sight.
Up the next day, and you don't know the person, and that right there is a euphemism. You go out, you get to know the person. You've known them for 1 or 2 weeks.
Sounds like you've known them for
like 2 or 3 months. How well can you really know a person? Honestly, so I honestly think it needs to be at least 1 or 2 years. You have to live together full time. I think there's so many different variables. I don't think there should be any outside interference that should interfere. In other words,
I think if you guys are thinking about getting married, you guys should probably think about moving in together first. sharing rent, sharing bills, shit like that.
they're big. There, see, now you're
Finances
full
could be a
on.
backbreaker.
Everything.
Finances could be a backbreaker.
You know, if you guys are going to be intimate with each other, be smart about it. Be safe
intimate
about
with a
it.
checkbook, share a bank account.
Don't share a bank account. I disagree with that. All right, so Steve. On that note, I see you brought us something a little different, and what a coincidence! It's called Garage Beer, and we are hosting this right now out of my garage. So you don't get to see all the bar lights. You see some of them, some of my bar signs, some of what I got going on. This is literally called Garage Beer. It's a light beer. It is only 4%
Oh,
per volume, 95 calories.
well, that's kind of beerish. So I selected this because I literally just saw an ad that the Kelseys. This is a product of Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Really?
Yes, this is their beer, and I just literally saw the fucking ad, and it's already in Grove City Sheets. So I said, well, you know, me and Bill are doing this in a garage, and it just fits. And I want to know if Travis and Jason Kelsey have put their name on an exemplary product. It says the garage is always open.
And that is the motto of my garage. It is always open.
4%. I don't think this could fuck up a kitten.
We've let less get to us.
This is true.
Do you know this Juliana Solomon? Oh, don't say last name. You know this?
Nope. Spread from Africa.
Cheers. It's a light beer, that's for damn sure.
Ooh, carbonated.
Yeah, obviously it's got the fizz.
Got fizz. All right, now let's talk about the price.
What was the price of this?
I was expecting a lot more. This made me feel like this is geared extremely towards college students. $14.99 for a 12-pack.
I can't say I dislike it.
Try it again.
That's not bad.
I think it tastes like keg beer out of a can, and it tastes like garage beer. I give it a stamp of approval.
I'll give that about a 7 or 8. I mean, that's something I could drink on probably on a regular. You know, if you go in, you know, your drink of choice is out or whatever. You just want something different, and you want to stick to light. Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna give it a 6 because for now I'll re-review it because tomorrow if I wake up holding my fucking head after drinking a 12-pack of garage beer, 4% garage beer, I'm be like, man, it's not for me.
Honestly, I don't think it's that bad.
It's definitely light beer.
It is definitely a light beer.
If Coors Light and Michelob Light had a baby,
they should get married.
Coors Light and Keystone Light had a baby,
they should get married.
What was the cheapest beer you ever bought? The cheapest.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go way back on this one, and that would be Red Dog. I remember you used to be able to get Red Dog for like $12. I think it was for a 24-pack.
$12.99. They sold it in the cube at the 30. Because I stacked the back.
$12.99.
I stacked the back of a Ford Ranger with nothing but 30s of Red Dog.
I can dig on that.
Great party. That's not bad. It's not bad.
I can definitely dig on that.
It's not bad. So, hey, we get 2 thumbs up on the garage beer by Jason and Travis Kelsey.
Good call, guys.
Not bad.
I like the name too.
Well,
garage beer.
Well, fucking done.
You know what? That might have to be the until we get our sound room done. I think we're gonna have to make sure we keep some garage beer on hand.
All right, now we're drinking them in a can. I want to see if we can get these bitches in a bottle. Would it be garage beer if it was in a bottle?
A beer is a beer, homie. Now, preferably, I am a draft guy. I think all draft beers taste better than bottle beer, can beer. But again, that is my opinion. But
Shit's got to be cold.
But yeah, therein lies the fun part. How many times have you gone into a bar, they've poured you a beer, and it's come back lukewarm at best? There is nothing worse.
Ugh.
Here comes my secondhand smoke cancer.
Mm.
So, anyways, I like that last topic, dude. That was good. Damn it, man. You realize we're almost an hour in.
Well, time flies when you're having fun, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
We've had one person kind of wonder what we're, again, if you're tuning in, open forum. If you want to hear something, how about just say hi? How about just, whatever.
I love the chat, man. I love the feedback, man.
If you got a drink of choice that you like, if you've got a sports team you love, if you've got, it's an open forum. That's the whole point of our lives right now, at least. We're trying just to kind of reach out to you guys and get to know you. You get to know us. If you like what we got to say, awesome. Let us know. If you don't like what we got to say, awesome. Let us know. Feedback is what's going to help us grow, and we are reaching out to everybody to kind of, like, share, subscribe. Man, it's kind of like when I'm DJing, it works better when there's more people, when you see them actually reacting.
Get that big old forum going, baby.
I'm telling you right now, like, that's when I'm at my best. When I see people going,
I feed off
your energy. I absolutely love it. So on that note,
oh, you know what I was thinking about? A beer that I used to drink, and I don't know if they have it anymore. Killian's Irish Red.
They still have I think
I used to drink that shit like fucking milk, man. I have not seen it, or it would definitely be in the shopping cart.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Killian's every now and then. George Killian's. Is Killian's Irish Red still made? First brewed. More than 165.
Still a thing?
He just wanted a beer to drink. What kind of beer is Killian's good beer? Content. When did Coors buy Killian's?
Oh, no.
Yep.
Coors ruined Killian's.
Oh, well, no, it didn't.
Do you drink Coors Light? Ever?
I do.
I see so many Coors Light commercials, but I don't see many people drinking
with an
it.
authentic Irish heritage based on the Killian's family recipe, created for the Killian's Brewery in Enniscorthy, Ireland in 1864. Coors acquired the rights to brew and market the product in America, and Killian's was introduced to the U.S. in 1981. So no, they did not kill it. You've been drinking a Coors Light beer or Coors Industry beer for some time.
Not since I was 20. I haven't had a Killian since I was 20. When I was able to buy beer on my own, I stopped drinking Killian's.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time we're out and about, let's look for it.
Do you know that this was mind-blowing? This was in like the year 2000, that you can have beer delivered to your house in New York. To me, as a lifelong Pennsylvanian, this was fucking mind-blowing. I went to a college party at Syracuse. I was like, we need to go get beer. And she said, oh, I'll just call and have it delivered. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember
they delivered kegs.
Yeah, you can deliver kegs.
They delivered 12 packs.
I don't think it's just New York either.
Pennsylvania's just...
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like our local brewery just across the street, he delivers that. He has the beer wagon. So what's the difference?
But,
I mean, you're still delivering it to a certain area. He's putting 3 different, beers in a wagon, and you go out and you.
All right. But would beer delivery not reduce DUI. So you and your buddy are out at the garage,
Okay.
ready to go.
Right.
So, and it's buddy, so it's like, all right, man, who's driving? Now the right thing to do is neither of you to drive, but you've also drank a 36 pack, so you think you can. But if you had beer delivery in every state, DUIs would probably be reduced. That's everything. I don't think there's anything wrong with beer delivery if you have a valid ID, the driver and the recipient.
Well, apparently people like what's going on because we're quickly gaining followers and likes.
Good. Continue.
So apparently we're doing something awesome.
I know
Hey,
one thing we're doing, right? We're drinking garage beer.
We're doing garage beer.
Shit's fucking good.
I'm kind of surprised that some of our regulars aren't on here.
Yeah. Good time. Right putting the kids to bed and shit. Kids, go to that so we can watch
Well,
Bill and Steve.
this is why we. Aha. Thought so.
So, what else you got, man?
What else do I got?
What else you got?
I kind of liked what, dude, you were running with it pretty good there. And now you're starting to, I mean, you've had a few drinks in you. Now you're starting to calm.
You gotta let me run, man. You gotta let me run.
You
Gotta let me run. So I've been dabbling. I've been dabbling in this new world, right? Little part-time hustle, the DoorDash.
You know what? I meant to bring that up.
Let me tell you about this, all right? So, college students, if you're not fucking DoorDashing, you're wrong. So, I've been fucking around with it, right? And it can be profitable if you're not an idiot. All right? You go ahead, verification's not that hard. And if you hustle, like, dude, it's not that bad. And you know what I like doing? I like getting in there. I like putting on a good radio station and just driving sometime. You know, so now I get to do that. I get to sit in my car, listen to a good radio station, a good podcast like ours, and just cruise, and you get paid for it. And I mean, sometimes it's not that great, sometimes it's good, but I enjoy it. It's like almost therapeutic. Like I woke up this morning and I'm like, man, I'm fucking bored. I go for a ride, listen to one of my sports casts. I just drive around, go to a McDonald's, go to a Sheetz. And then I'm like, man, I'm fucking hungry. Well, fuck it. I'm already at Sheetz. Get breakfast, drive around a little bit.
There he is.
Play some music. And if you hustle and you don't fuck up, the money's good, man. The money's good. I mean, you can make a couple hundred in a day if you move your ass. And if you go in the peak times, but as a side hustle, you don't get especially it's been hot as fuck. And I was like, dude, I just kind of want to sit in the cold ass air conditioning. I sat in my cold ass fucking car, delivered fucking Dairy Queen. Like people are getting lazy as fuck.
So
business is good. no, seriously. Like now, actually, I've never ordered DoorDash, but delivering it, I see the commodity, man.
That to me, that's a whole.
The best part I would see about ordering DoorDash is because you want to avoid the idiots. So you're just going to go ahead and pay someone else to deal with the idiots. Stand in line, whatever. But it's really not.
There's not going to be any more going in, dining in at Pizza Hut anymore. There's multiple restaurants closing down because more people are going to more people you can get your groceries through DoorDash. I honestly, as much as I like it, I mean, honestly, is it really worth spending the extra money? Oh,
the fuck is that? What's that say? I can't read it from here. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, whoa! We got a call back. Does a man really know in 6 if he truly wants to be with her. In my opinion, that's why I said I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it should happen in the first few months. I really don't. Boy, that's it. That man, you hit on a good subject. I mean, there's a callback right there.
It's a goodie.
So, off the DoorDash, we're back to this. In my opinion, I honestly think 1 to 2 years is the way to go. Because in 6 months, yeah, you're going to have a really strong idea. In together in the first like couple months, I think that's pushing it. At the 6-month mark, I think is the point where you need to start talking about maybe moving in together, because at that point you've gotten past the the pleasantries of what are your likes, what are your dislikes, as in like music, movies, your choice in clothes. You've probably gone out a few times, had a few drinks, maybe dance. Who knows? You went out to karaoke. You've got to know each other that way. Your is perfectly fine. But in my opinion, in the first 6 months, you're going to have a pretty good idea of the person. You're not going to know that person fully until you go to bed together, wake up together, breakfast, lunch, dinner. What's this person going to be like when they come home from work? Are they stressed out? Do they want to hear your problems? Do they care about your problems? Are they going to empathize, sympathize? 6-month mark, I think, is a good time to at least have an idea on whether or not you want to live together.
I think,
but if he's really in love with her, no, I do not think he is 100%. I think there's going to be, I don't think either one of you, and truth be told, and I tell my son this, and I am a firm believer in this. The woman chooses the man. The man doesn't choose the woman.
Woman does have supreme power.
I'm not gonna say supreme power, but the woman is always going to choose the man.
She'll walk first.
So, as far as whether or not the man's gonna know, and honestly, it's going to have to be reciprocal on both ends. You're going to have to make sure that both of you know. Is he going to know in the first 6 months? He's going to know whether or not, to answer your question, he's going to know whether or not there's at least a possibility of a future. That's my opinion.
I think in 6 months, that's all it takes. You're either going to know if he's a dog, or he'll either know if you're a hoe. I think in 6 months, you guys would be able to tell if you guys are. No, that's the truth, man. Like, seriously. All right.
Okay, so you can't. Okay.
In 6 months, let me finish. In 6 months, you'll be able to tell if that other person is serious or not. Like, if you don't have, if trust is going to be an issue in 6 months, if you're worried about looking at his phone, or if you're thinking twice about it, or him, her, it's like if trust becomes an issue in 6 months, yeah. It's probably not going to be a thing, but and once you have that doubt of trust, then things become shaky. If you have no doubt of trust, you or him, after 6 months, yeah, you guys got a fucking shot.
Well, here's the fun part. You can't just say, he's going to know whether or not she's a hoe. She's also going to know whether or not he's a player. So it's kind of
a dog. Yeah.
There's both sides of the coin, dude. A relationship is only going to work if both sides are reciprocal on the whole thing.
Trust.
They both have to agree. There has to be that connection on, there has to be a connection. She has to, the points have to add up on his side and her side. So you can't just, I wouldn't just turn around and say, oh, he'll know if she's a hoe.
Or if there's a reason to mistrust with social media, with texting, with Tinder, everything like that, it's so easy to meet someone else like it was before we had cell phones. Now you can meet anybody by, all right, there's dating apps, for fuck's sake.
She got fired from her job, 23.
What does that mean?
Okay, so yeah, that I have to say the same thing. What does 23 mean?
It's Michael Jordan. That's my 23.
Yeah, well,
But
you went from 23 to 45.
in 6 months, if you guys haven't established trust or like you guys haven't become like each other's best friend in 6 months, then you guys are on shaky legs. You guys are on stilts. But in 6 months, if like you're not worried about checking his phone, you guys, whenever you get a chance to get together, you're not overbearing or you're not afraid. 6 months that's a good fucking number. I like 6 months because you take it slow, you build it up, you date. We're not moving in after 6 months. If he wants to move in after 6 months, you guys are going too fast.
You don't think 6 months?
6 months, I think a year. Probably finish up your current lease. It depends when your lease is done. But oh, my lease is done in August. Oh yeah, my lease is done in August. Well, maybe we should get a place together. Timing is everything.
My personal opinion, and I would disagree. I think 6 months is a good time to start considering, but I can agree with a year. You've been with this. You've been with each other for a year. So yeah, in 6 months. No, I don't think anybody knows whether or not he's in love with her. And there's always going to be there's always going to be that strong attraction. There's always going to be that initial damn, I mean, as the saying goes, the honeymoon's over. So
yeah, you got the honeymoon stage.
Oh yeah, the first I'll tell you what, let's do one even better. Let's meet in the middle. The first 6 months to a year,
honeymoon
most of the time are going to be
after the honeymoon stage.
Awesome. You guys are living your best life. You're traveling. You're going all the time. You want to spend all your time together. So in my opinion, and let's like I said, him and I will meet in the middle on this one. 6 months to a year, you're really not going to know until you guys live together. That's going to be the big one.
I think 6 months is a good checkpoint to know if you guys can trust each other or if one of you guys are fucking psycho. I give a good 6 months before we start getting serious. Yeah,
nice callback on that one. That was apparently we hit on a good one there. So
there are psychos out there. Maybe you're both fucking psycho. Then you deserve to be together.
Well,
no, two psychos together, dude. Oh man, that'd be
tornado
great.
Meets the volcano.
Oh man, I would love a tornado meeting of our volcano.
So yeah, good question. I mean, honestly.
So 0 to 6 months to know if we trust each other or if one of you guys are batshit. 6 to a year to start getting serious, and after a year, start thinking about co-inhabiting.
So here's my question to you. What is 23?
I don't know. Ask B.
I'm asking B.
Come on, B.
What is 23? So just and as far as she got fired from her job. Okay.
B's probably drinking Monsters.
Honestly, life happens. I mean, and here's the fun part. People fuck up. People mess up. Everybody messes up. What makes us, a true man or woman is how do we deal with that? Do we repeat the same process over and over? At that point, that's the definition of insanity. Or do you, I know what I did. I know what I've lost. Move on from there. Start over. And just don't make the same mistake twice.
I think it's how we handle our mistakes and adversity is that defines us, who we are as a person.
Well said. I have to, I'm with you on that 100%, honestly.
If you and me are backed into a fucking corner of a cave and a bear comes at us with all our friendship, all right, if you trip me, I mean, Bill, after all that friendship, you fucking trip me, push me down in front of the bear.
I'm telling you right now, if we're being chased by a bear, your ass is going to the ground. Survival of the fittest. And once I'll tell you what, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you a little ray of hope, not benefit of the doubt, ray of hope. Once he starts mauling you, I will try and sneak up behind that bear and knock it out with a rock. And I mean, if it works, then then I'll help nurse you back to health and everything.
What are you supposed to do when a bear chases you?
You trip your best friend.
No, you play dead. So you knocked me down, so I'm already one step closer to surviving than you. I'm playing dead already.
And he's gonna. And
You run, buddy. You run.
And when that bear stops to check you out, I'll pick up a rock and I'll try to stick up behind it and I'll knock it out. But either way, your ass is going to the ground.
I'll do something so grotesque that bear won't want to eat me.
So,
I've thought about this shit.
As far as if she got fired from her job, like I said, life happens. Now, as a man, if after 6 months, in that 6 months you got fired, I would look at multiple things. What did you get fired for? Was it something blatant? Did you go to work drunk? Did you get caught doing something, something absolutely stupid?
I have absolutely no fucking idea what that correlates to the previous question.
She got fired from her job.
For what?
Does a man really know in 6 months? Follow it here, dude.
Yeah, and I can't.
Does a man really know in 6 months if he truly wants to be with her? We answered that. She got fired from her job. We're answering that right now.
Right.
So
why? Fuck. Get back on, B. I'm curious now.
No more monsters for you. So, anyways, yes. I think that's circumstantial. Was it due to you? Like, for me, it'd be a deal breaker if it just quit going to work. If you were going in late every day because you decide you went up and watch Netflix all night. If you stayed up all night drinking,
Why do you think most people get
something
fired?
like that? So if it's something along those lines, it'd be really hard for me to justify, because do I really want to stick it out with somebody? Now, those are going to be my questions, but I see you say, okay, I'm going to quit drinking every night. I'm going to quit staying up and watching Netflix all night. It's how you deal with that situation and how fast. Thank you, sir. Oh boy. It's how you deal with it that's going to help me determine whether or not I think we're going to be compatible. Because I know how I am when I make mistakes. And yes, I've made plenty. And I can honestly say in my life, very rare do I make the same mistake twice. But that's me personally. If you can learn from it and fix it, then there you go.
If you make the same mistake twice, yeah, shit happens. If you make it a third time, you're a fucking idiot.
No, I got to disagree with that. If you make the same mistake twice, now I'm going to be like,
you deserve the consequences.
You got the consequences. And at this point, now you've put this relationship in jeopardy. Not to mention everything else that you've put in jeopardy. That's your own personal business. But as far as a relationship, if you've made the same mistake twice, that's another thing. Once is forgivable. It's like the old saying,
oh, God.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool yourself twice, you're an idiot.
Now, Steve has actually brought us out a second
variety of monster.
Yeah, and same as before, Nasty Beast, Hard Tea.
This is the peach.
And this one, again, is 6. So we're going to have to be a little gentle. By the way, we've hit the mark, Where's our other shot? Half shot.
A shot of our youth.
Oh, God. Yeah, that takes me back to the day.
Wasn't Goldschlager one of the ones we kept in the freezer?
The Hawk Tuh woman got fired.
Oh, no shit. I got you. All right, I got you now, B.
Whoa.
So, Hawk Tuh got fired from her job. She's 23. And where the fuck did she work? It's probably Taco Bell.
You know what? Could this actually be the Hawk Tuh woman?
Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Yeah. No, I'm good, bro.
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh
why I made sure to
man.
cram some food in before I came out.
Thank you for the fact check. All right, now I don't feel such a creep when they said she was 17. Oh, fuck.
She got fired from her job. 23. The Hawk Tooth woman got fired.
Where was she working at? I saw she was at something today signing hats.
What?
Yeah. She's a overnight celeb, man.
God.
Brought the fucking
Cheers.
social media community together.
Whoo!
Oh,
The cinnamon.
It didn't get better, man.
Still better than Fireball, in my opinion.
I think we used to keep that shit in the freezer when I was younger. Oh yeah, because didn't we like scrape out the gold flakes or some
No,
shit?
no. Oh, I know what you're talking
That
about.
was Aftershock. But did we did something dumb with the fucking gold flakes, man.
No, it wasn't the gold flakes. Aftershock had the mound of
Oh, it was like crystals,
in the
crystallized.
bottom of the bottle, and idiots would break the bottle
And you're eating
to
glass.
try and get to the sugar because it's going to soak up all the alcohol. More of the alcohol is going to be in the sugar.
Oh, dude, we ate so much glass. Kids, do not drink Aftershock. Do not drink the blue fucking sister. Do not break the glass. Don't drink anything that the glass is broken ever. Buy another fucking beer. Do not do it. I mean, I've tried to save $3 and drank like a
Still
broken beer.
She spelled it out. The Hawk Tua.
No, that's how it's spelled, man.
Nice. I like it. Here's the B. Here's our peach tea.
She said other cool shit in that video. She said, "Oh, Pookie, you know I love you."
Ooh. That one didn't. It's not going to take a second drink to catch that second.
She said, "What's the best way to get over one? To get under one." She's a beast for 23.
Hey, back to the topic.
She's
here.
a beast.
Hawk Tour can wait.
All right.
What's your opinion here? Of course, we just drank that right after doing cinnamon.
I did take a sip before. In relation to the tea and the lemonade, more flavor.
I like this one better. I'll be honest.
More flavor.
I'm still only going to give it a 6. It is definitely one. Again, it's refreshing. It still tastes just. I hate to say it. It does have that monster twist in there. So I'm going to say that's probably what we taste on that last one. I'd say there's the energy component somewhere in there.
Chicks would love this shit. I'm telling you. It's a chick
I'm going
drink.
to say that, honestly, I'm not going to need a second drink on that to taste that weird little twist to it. I'm still only giving this 6. I mean, on a nice hot day, it is refreshing. I think there's better summer drinks out there than this. I'm still only giving it a 6.
I still got zero carbonation on it. Like a Monster's like super carbonated.
Yeah, but these are teas. Dude, we've had the other teas.
I mean, but so like I don't get the Monster feel from it.
Like the Arizona teas, we've tried them. The Lipton teas, all the Twisted tea, even all these teas, they're not meant for the carbonation. I do believe that these drinks are going to be based more on the female. So, do I think it's good? Yeah. I'm sorry. At best, I can give that one a 6.
I'll keep with the other one at 6. I think it's one like if you don't feel like drinking beer and you want to drink alcohol, but you don't want to drink beer, I think this is a good route.
But I will say this: at 6%, it's going to be a creeper. So be careful. Hot days, you're going to want to put these down,
suck them down on the river.
Man, yeah, it'll go down quick. It'll also get on top of you quick. So, at best, so far on the Monster, their version, the nasty tea as they're calling it. Out of 2 of them, I'm still only giving it a 6.
I'll co-inhabit the 6.
So, anyways, yeah. B, good. Like I said, good callback. I'd like to think my other friend's still on there. I did do a quick fact check on the other person, and it is a friend of mine. I don't know. Feel free to keep them coming. Keep them coming. I like the questions because you actually put us to the test. I mean, we're either gonna we're all gonna agree to disagree. I guarantee that. But yeah, I mean, if you got other questions, concerns, something you've heard, something you want to talk about, something that's bothering you, something that you like,
I got a question.
I want to hear it.
Do they still make fucking Everclear? Wasn't that like the legal moonshine?
I do believe, yes, they still make Everclear. They
Did they ever put a flavor in it?
Everclear is kind of like vodka. It's a very versatile.
Why the fuck they call it moonshine?
That I cannot tell you why they called it moonshine.
I think we've come a long way since the Everclear days. Like I haven't even thought about it twice.
Well, Everclear is.
I'd rather buy moonshine out of the trunk of somebody's fucking car. Seriously, that's been the best shit. That's where I get my cherries.
Say that, and we've actually got some blueberry brandy.
Oh god, no, fuck that. I haven't drank moonshine in 10 years, and you know what?
Of course, the last time you brought maraschino cherries over, that's been soaking in Everclear. Was it Everclear?
No. I soaked maraschino cherries and apple pie moonshine.
I don't remember you bringing. I don't remember it being apple pie.
Yes, because that was the only one I could get, and I got it out of the trunk of someone's fucking car. I bought apple pie moonshine, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna soak maraschino cherries in it. It was at least 6 months. I left that shit in the fridge. They were fucking good. Bars used to have it. Bars used to soak maraschino cherries in moonshine. In Franklin, they do it.
I got a question for you. When you're mixing a drink, do you go by a lot of these YouTube videos that show you the exact amount, or like me, I'm ramp certified. I also was a bartender before I moved back to Pennsylvania.
Same.
So, do you find bar drinks to be to your liking, or do you prefer to make your own at home to be better?
I like my own at home. Or it depends on the bartender. Like, I love Long Island's. I'm a Long Island slut.
Okay, so you also like Bahama Mamas.
Yeah.
Okay. No, great. After we've had, quite a few, my pouring skills are not always on key.
After a few, it doesn't fucking matter.
But if you were, and this is not, me, trying to get a plug out of you. What do you think of my Bahama Mamas compared to what you get at a restaurant, bar, wherever?
I like yours because you taper them more to our liking. Like I'm a little rum heavy. Like I like a good rum. I'm like 50% German, 50% pirate. So I like rum. I don't like vodka or what's in a Bahama Mama.
So a Bahama Mama is,
I like it when we're rum heavy on yours.
A Bahama Mama would be, and it is by choice. It is dark rum. It is coconut rum.
Oh, we're rum heavy already.
Oh yeah, and this is how simple it is: dark rum, coconut rum,
rum,
orange juice,
OJ, pineapple juice,
and then mainly for color, because it's already going to be super sweet to begin with, you splash the grenadine on top. And then you can garnish it with an orange. Most people don't. Very rare do you see a lime, but most of the time it's an orange or a cherry on top. No, there are sorry.
No, there are drinks. There are drinks where I like to make at home, and there are drinks where you go to. It is different than anyone else's. It's just better at certain places. Lots of places make a better martini. If you're a martini person, there are certain bars that make a distinguished fucking martini where like you actually want to fucking drink a martini. And there are places where you go to and it tastes like straight fucking vodka butthole.
So there lies the fun part. Each drink, there's not a drink out there that doesn't have a different variation. Like, let's go back to the Bahama Mama.
Mhm.
I've been to places where they want to add sours to it.
That's what you like.
And honestly, I don't think when they first created the Bahama Mama, they went, oh, let's put something sour in here. Let's no. Keep it traditional. It's a good drink. It's refreshing. Good case in point here. My River Rush. How many times have I mentioned this?
Okay.
Now, I've done it with, you need a clear liquid to make it work. So I've done it with both tequila and vodka, and everybody agrees the vodka is better. So you go vodka, Melon Midori, Blue Curacao, and I always like to put Sprite on top of that. Now, the common misconception is, like, if done right, you've got a 45, you've got I can't remember what blue, obviously the vodka, the tequila is going to be 80 proof. That drink's not get any heavier than the highest alcohol, which is 80. It's not going to get any higher. The thing that people get messed up on is the fact that you've got, okay, I've got a full shot, let's just say a vodka in a drink, 80 proof. Now, well, until we figure it out, we'll have to. Usually at the hour mark is where people take a break. The common misconception is the more alcohol, the stronger the drink. No. And I say that because you're not going to go higher than the 80 proof of the vodka. You're just adding another. Like if you do, what are you going to get drunk on faster? You're going to get drunk on one shot of vodka, or if you do a double shot of vodka, it's still only 80 proof, but you're drinking more of one particular type. So in all honesty, the vodka, the Blue Curacao, the Melon Midori, and the Sprite, you mix that all together. I call it the River Rush. I'd created it for a place that I was going to DJ at. I'm not going to get into full detail on that one. That one was a little more, let's just say they never pushed the drink. Thank you, sir. Is there none left in the cooler?
Oh, no, there is. I was just going back to the garage beer again. I kind of missed it.
And that's what I said. Is it not left in the cooler?
Oh no. We still have another Monster.
No, I mean the beer.
Oh no. I know. I have. I got beer everywhere, man.
So, anyways, there's so many different variations, and I like creating these different drinks. That's what's fun about doing your own stuff at home. Be creative, have some fun. You never know. If you got a recipe, hell, post it on here. I'd be more than happy to try it. Steve has had my River Rush. and believe it or not, he's not a big vodka drinker, but it's one of the few vodka drinks that you actually said you did like.
I'm still down for the competition. I want 3 recipes posted here in the chat. We will make all 3 on the same night, and we'll tell you which one's fucking better. We'll have a prize. I don't know what the fuck the prize will be. It'll be a Steve's Diesel shirt. I would love
Steve's Diesel
Yeah,
shirt.
fuck, dude. That dude. I
I'm
won't.
sorry, Steve. Apparently, you already were giving away your products.
Yeah. No. I want a Steve's Diesel shirt so fucking bad. But yeah, that would be the prize. You come up with a shot. You give it a fucking unique name. We'll make all three right here.
Speaking of,
We'll tell you which one is the best, which one sucks, and the winner gets a Steve's Diesel cutoff. So Steve's gonna be ordering some cutoffs. All right, so talking about like what you like most at home and what you like. I think a Long Island has always been a staple for me. As to the quality of the bartender, the quality of the booze, like I think you can get a top shelf Long Island where they use like the good shit, which would probably be like, I don't know, $10. Then you can get like the bottom shelf, which would be like $5 Long Island night, $3 Long Island night, which don't fucking go to, don't fucking participate unless you're in college, or trying to get absolutely fucking white girl wasted. But I gauge my bartender on their Long Island. And even when I was a bartender, I took most pride in a martini, and I took most pride in a Long Island. The triple sec, all that shit. Yeah, it's a different fucking breed.
I don't know. That's another drink that's
Dangerous as fuck.
yeah.
Dangerous as fuck.
And it also depends on. Here we go. Remember going to the garage the one night?
No.
Of course you don't.
Remind me.
We were on our way to the garage, and we were getting ready to go over to the Boar's Head. And when we went to the garage, I can't remember who it was that was with us, ordered a Long Island. And I watched this guy literally take all the bottles instead of doing it properly, and he turns them up and fills the glass almost 80% of the way with all alcohol, and then literally splashed Dr. Pepper on top.
That was probably my favorite Long Island.
Wasn't yours.
Fuck.
It was our partner in crime that night.
Oh, I didn't read the signals.
And you know what the best part is? Every time that dude would walk away, before that, we would tell him, look, man, you made this thing way too strong. This doesn't even taste close. He'd come over and just literally splash a little more soda on top. It got to the point where we had to, I can't remember. Yeah, we drank it down. We all three gutted it out, drank it down to the halfway mark, and then literally poured more soda on because he wouldn't come back over.
Where the fuck was I?
What part of we did you miss?
The we part. The we part.
That made no sense whatsoever. But anyways, you were right there.
Okay. That's where I was. All right, good.
Yeah, you were right there. We, the three of us,
We
finally drank that thing down to about halfway. And because this dude wasn't coming back over, we reached over, grabbed the spigot, filled it up, and it finally started tasting like an actual Long Island iced tea.
God, we were so cool. Back in the day. So like what, a year ago?
About 2 years ago now.
Yeah, back in the day.
That was the first night you ever let me drive your truck. And that
fuck? I don't remember this shit.
That is the last time that I
Total approval of garage beer. Jason and Travis Kelsey.
I did not want to drive his truck anymore after that because they almost got us in a wreck from the get-go because all three of us climbed in the front. I am one of the rare times the only sober one.
We had three dudes in the front seat of my truck.
One of them was a chick.
The front seat of my truck.
Yep.
God, I'm getting old. Fuck.
And you two started goofing around, and I went to go and make that first turn, and you both jammed over into me to the point where I could not turn, and we almost went in that first field.
Did the field have trees?
No,
We would have been safe.
we'd have been safe. And then I'm
Wow.
actually driving the speed limit, and you're screaming almost at me to the point where I'm ready to reach over other person in the middle. I wanted to hit you so hard that night. I was so mad that I was going too fast. That we're gonna get, oh God, we're gonna get pulled over. Oh God, I need to drive. And you couldn't even like fit sentences together, let alone. That's the last time I drove your vehicle, but then again, I don't think you've had your truck for 2 years now.
Yeah. I have spent so many years, so many years, so many times as the driver. Like, I'm the worst backseat. I'm the worst backseat driver in
Dude,
the
you're
fucking
the worst
world.
backseat driver sober. How many times have we gone to the oil boom and you will not shut the fuck up?
Oh yeah, dude. No, I no. Like I do not feel safe if anyone else is driving. However,
Do you remember?
you were probably fucking Christmas Eve or whatever the fuck.
Oh, I was just getting ready to bring that up.
The fucking
The
snow night.
blizzard.
I thought we were dead. I thought we were absolutely fucking dead.
And
You could not see the road. You could not see anything.
describe how I was driving.
Fast.
I was not driving fast. We were going 15 mile an hour at best.
That's fast for me. That was fast for me. In those conditions, we probably should have been on snowshoes. You could not see the fucking road.
The way he always described me, there, I'm freaking out over here, and there's Bill, arm up, just kind of sitting back, and
chilling,
and
fucking
everything was fine.
texting, and I'm
I
like,
was not texting. This story does not have legs.
I'm gonna give it some.
No.
But he was chilling. And I mean, asshole puckered, grabbing the oh shit bar, just fucking cruising down the fucking highway. And you know what? I would have felt a lot better if there were like tire tracks in front of us. But no, we were pioneers of the highway that night. We were creating the tracks. We were giving someone else. Like, I feel better like if I'm following someone in the snow at night. If I got tracks, I'm like, all right, motherfucker. Stay in their fucking tracks, stay in their tracks, don't deviate the course. We didn't have tracks. It was the snow was coming down that fucking hard. And Bill's sitting there, he's chilling, he's talking to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm writing my will in my fucking head. It was pretty intense. So I do trust Bill. Bill's good. And I don't think you were that tuned up. I don't think you were tuned up at all.
I wasn't. That was a DJ night.
That was a DJ night. Yeah. No, you were tuned up. No, you had the helmet. And you did me a solid that night.
So, okay.
But I will never forget the fear of death.
A little backstory. I have now figured out who B is.
What's up, B?
B is a. So
let's not call her out.
I'm gonna call this one out because
anonymity.
This particular person, when I lived in Tennessee the second time, lived right across the street from me. She was my neighbor.
What's up, neighbor?
Dude, she was cool. Her mom was cool. Years later, when I moved back to Tennessee this third time, I posted something. I think it was movies, if I remember correctly, or no, it might have been. I think it was kids stuff. Might have been kids movies, kids something. And me and this particular person, I didn't know it at the time. Ended up, we figured out. It's like, oh, by the way, I think I recognize you, and yeah, it was my neighbor.
Okay,
all grown up. So
welcome back, man.
Yeah, we've got a through and through cool ass Tennessean again.
So how long ago was this before you talked to B?
What do you mean?
When's the last time you talked to B?
Oh man,
it's kind of the beauty of Facebook, man. Just go on there one day, someone friend a question, I mean.
And you know what's cool about her? Like, I tried multiple. I tried to wear multiple hats. Like I tried a lawn care service, tried to get my own little, like general maintenance, she had me over one time. I was going to try and fix, some drywall in her house, and
these days.
it never worked out. And that's exactly what we're calling it these days.
All right, chill.
I tell you what, fuck the pay-per-view. This dude's about to get knocked out. Left-handed.
All right, so he was fixing her drywall.
No, I went over and I quoted the drywall.
An estimate.
It never went through, but which is all good. Sweet girl. Fun part is we got another subscriber now. Where's your people at, homie?
Probably watching, man. Probably watching,
but
you know what?
And I bring it up again on a side note. Again, we are trying to get an actual podcast going. So right now we are doing open forum. This is our way of finding out which way people want to go, which way, what's boring to you, what's not boring to you. We're trying not to be like everybody else. So
we thrive off feedback, baby.
We definitely thrive off of feedback. And I mean, dude, we're up to 2 likes.
I'll give you one, Bill. I'll give you one. I'll give you an answer to your question. Where are my people? My people, my life are full of critics.
Oh.
All right. A lot of people out there are critics. They're haters. They're non-likers. All right. And you know what? That's good. That's good for me because I don't give a fuck.
So
I thrive off criticism.
My thing is,
I thrive off the reason to create improvement.
So you're saying that your people are not fans of what we're doing?
No, I'm sure they are. I'm sure I got fans. Maybe they just don't want to fucking chat. That's fine.
And on that note, I have noticed, we've both found out, even though it shows we've got 3 viewers, 2 viewers, 1 viewer, we've been up to 6, 7.
Oh, we got more, baby. We got more.
There's a lot more viewers out there. I think all this does is show the people that subscribed.
Fuck, dude, I don't know the data, man. I don't know the data. I
honestly,
me and social media are not friends.
So on that note,
I got like, not like, I got block, non-block, and I have swipe left, swipe right. That's my social media knowledge.
We are quickly approaching the 2-hour mark, which is where we've been trying to.
I'm good, man. I'm good to roll.
So, well, I'm trying not to close out tonight because I do have PT tomorrow, and then I've got stuff we got to try and run with. Well, stuff I'm trying to run with.
Right.
And obviously live means nothing to that front door.
That's all right, man. Dude.
And I see a shadow.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, continue. Continue. Hey, man, I'm playing the curve, man. Some good paper counters, some good thick shit. All right.
If you're watching, you want to talk about something, we'll go into overtime. Throw a comment, let me know.
Which I feel as a betting man, the best bet you can place tomorrow for fun, just throw a 20 on it. Get on your DraftKings or FanDuel.
Here we go.
I'm going to give you no. It's not my best bet by any meaning. This is just for fun. If you have FanDuel or DraftKings for Game 7 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final to go to overtime, I think it's probably going to play like plus 400, plus 450, something like that.
Okay.
So if you put down a $20 bill and it's plus 450, you'll make your payout will be 20 times 4. You'll make about $170 on a 20 for the Stanley Cup Final to go to overtime.
So to go to overtime? I don't think it's going to go overtime. No.
That's your bet. That's your bet. Right now, Florida Panthers are the favorite. I mean, it's almost even money. So pretty much you take $100, you put it on whoever you think is going to win, and you'll make 100 if they win. You lose 100 if they lose, but
so I see what you're doing here. You're trying to. Oh, don't pander.
No pander, no pander, no pander.
Well, first off, I'm not going to bet for it to go to overtime because I honestly don't believe it's going to go to overtime. I think these guys are going to come out swinging. But you want my honest to God opinion? You said Florida's favored. I'm going to have to go with Edmonton. I think Edmonton's going to pull off the miracle on ice.
They're an unstoppable force right now.
I honestly feel like Connor McDavid
They
is
let him
going
in.
to. He's a man on a mission. He is 100%. 100% going to come in there strong. He's going to come in like a monster. I got to go with Edmonton. And if you really want to have some fun, I'm going to say Edmonton by 2. I think at this point, Florida, they're going to come in strong. They're going to want to, but I think it's going to be too little, too late. I think at this point, they've actually, in my opinion, I think they've blown their wad. Honestly, they're done. I think Edmonton, they're hungrier. They want it more.
This is
Edmonton by 2.
So you're saying there's an empty netter?
Yeah.
End of the game.
I think Florida. I'll go with that. I'll say Florida does pull their goalie. I'm going to say they're going to pull the goalie within the last 2 minutes, and I think that's going to be a fatal error.
The over-under for the game is 5.5 goals, which it's been for the series. It's been 5.5 every day. Last 3 games have gone over the 5.5, which I had.
Do you want me to play the
ding, ding,
do you want
ding,
me to play
ding.
the over/under? I'm playing the over.
I got to go to the over.
I think they're both going to come out swinging hard.
The juice right now is Vegas is saying it's going under,
which means we're getting paid. If I were you,
I'm playing the over. I'm playing the
over.
I've played the over the last 3 games. After the first 3 went under, I have played the last 3 overs and I've cashed.
So not only am I,
because there's going to be empty netters, because this is it.
So not only am I betting on Edmonton, the underdog, to win it,
I can't bet a side, but I will bet the number, and I will take 5.5 to the over. That means both teams have to score 2 in regulation. All right, so if it's 2-2 at the end of regulation, you lose.
That's an interesting question. We just had somebody say, "Hey, are we still on live?" And it was our
check your connection.
It was our B. No, it's still showing.
Yeah. No, we're good, man. We're good. We're live.
Good. Hey, if you got a question, if it's not sports related, if it is sports, just hey, like I said, give feedback. I mean, I tell you what,
give me a random dumb.
I'll throw it out there. Even if you want to say, you know what, this is dumb, that's fine with me. Let me know. You know what I mean? Let us know. We're not going to take offense. All you're going to do is you're going to make us stronger. We're going to,
I want this to be about you guys, not us.
I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. I've been holding a bathroom break myself, but I'm going to wait to the 2-hour mark and see if we do get anybody else on here. If at the 2-hour mark, nobody else has gotten on here,
you're going to pay.
We're going to do our normal, we're going to say goodnight.
No, because you said that's probably just subscribers.
So, okay, you want to say that?
I want to hit a chat.
I'm going to call out anybody that is still looking. I'm going to post on here, 9:30. Remember, 2 hours is usually the time. We don't want people getting bored, especially when they're watching these outside of the actual live. So we got a lot of variables to consider on this. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to the bathroom, take the mic for a second. let's see what's up.
Let's see what's up. So Bill wants us to keep rolling. So his criteria is for someone else to say something in the chat. So let me get a pop in the chat so we can keep rolling. Get a pop in the chat. Let me get B, Juliana. And we got 2 likes. This is a fucking record. This is a fucking record. I hate fucking hockey. Absolutely can't stand fucking hockey. But the one... No, I don't like hockey. I don't like hockey. I'm pretty sure the season is 9 months fucking long. The playoffs are 3 months fucking long. But what I do like is the playoffs. What I do like is the playoffs because it shit gets serious. It's balls to wall. And you know what happens in the playoffs? In ice hockey, people start playing defense. Block shots are through the roofs. Players stop acting like fucking pussies. It's good. It's good. Same with the NFL. Everybody's worried about getting hurt. NBA points are higher during the regular season, but in the playoffs, motherfuckers start playing for their 30 million, 40 million, $50 a year, whatever. Playoffs is business. Like half these players, they're injured half the season, and they're like, "Oh, I'm fine because it's playoffs." Like it's stupid. It really is fucking stupid. I'll go back to the WNBA, man. I have never followed this shit so closely in my fucking life. Dude, I thought there was like 4 teams in the WNBA. There's like 12. I really think there's like 12, which is shit because the NBA has 32 or something like that. But 30 Hawk 2. But I really think WNBA has something going on here. I think Brittany Griner's a douchebag. I like what they got going. But in this offseason between fucking baseball, basketball, right now it's fucking dead as shit because the NBA is over. So what do we have to watch? Golf. We have WNBA, MLB, and that's fucking it, man. It's dead. NASCAR. Does anybody watch NASCAR anymore?
I do.
Do you watch it from beginning to end, or do you only watch like the last like 25
My
laps?
son and I have actually watched quite a few of them from beginning to end, and he got into it for a little while.
Recently?
We haven't watched this year because we're always Sundays are our busy day.
Who's your favorite racer?
Byron or Truex?
I'm gonna go local Blaney. Ryan Blaney. I really don't even fucking know who wins anymore. I know Formula One, there is one guy that wins all the time, Verstappen. That's boring. So that pushes me more towards UFC. Who's the top dog in UFC right now?
Oh God, this you know, I'm not gonna lie. You brought up the UFC. It took a massive blow once Conor McGregor, and I think he personally probably just took a massive blow. Do you realize he pulled out of this last fight for a broken pinky toe?
For fuck's sake, I think he's done.
And now this is not something I've looked up or seen. This is something, and my son actually follows this stuff pretty religiously. He's really getting into it. You know, he's, especially at his age, he's starting to really follow in dad's footsteps on these ones. I don't see him being. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He's very rarely wrong. But I think at this point, like MMA was, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was a flash in the pan, but I tell you what, it ran strong for so long, and I think Conor McGregor kind of gave it that spurt. You know, these guys. I take that back. It wasn't even Conor McGregor. It was Chael Sonnen that talked his way into championships, talked his way into fights.
Who?
Conor McGregor, Chael Sonnen.
Okay.
You know, phenomenal wrestler, power wrestler, awesome wrestler. I think Conor McGregor is a little more, I'm not going to say rounded. I honestly feel like he had a better way of getting, he was better at getting under people's skin.
He was an entertainer, man.
He knew how to sell. Both phenomenal. I give the edge to Conor when it comes to talking. And I think where Conor edges Chael, like when he joked or knocked out Jose Aldo, honestly, that in my mind solidified him as a true threat in the division. Went on to, become a 2-division fighter, 2-weight class fighter, champion. He was able to avenge. Now, that fight was definitely controversial. I feel like in my opinion, he did just enough to pull off the win on Nate Diaz.
That was a good ass fight.
The second fight was definitely better than the first one. He learned from his loss. I would like to have seen what happened with Dustin Poirier. Had he not broke his foot. So
how long did that fight last? That was not fucking long.
I think it was the second round when he if I remember correctly, it was the second round. He broke his leg. So I mean,
I don't even think it was that long. I think I invited the pizza guy in, and me and the pizza guy both missed the fight.
I can't remember if we watched the fight at your house or if we watched the fight at my house.
McGregor and Poirier was at my house because me and the pizza guy walked in and the fight was over. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, we got a new question.
There we go. Party's going.
All right. Fair enough. Apparently somebody wants to keep us going. So who is your guys' favorite fighter to ever watch?
UFC?
Oh, man. So are we going just MMA altogether or are we going UFC? I call that question out to you, and then I will answer. Because me, as a fan of MMA all around, I feel like it should be in the Olympics. My favorite fighter. Who's my favorite fighter to watch?
Mine's is probably a chick. Mine's is probably Nunez.
Nunez?
I'll take Nunez, man. At all the MMA fighters, give me Nunez or Adesanya.
Let's go with both MMA and UFC. Okay, hey, knucklehead. UFC and MMA are the same. So we'll go with UFC since you said that.
I'll take either Nunez, Adesanya, or...
So anyways, I'll tell you what. Over the years, there's been so many fun ones to watch. Again, Chael Sonnen shocked the world when he took Anderson Silva to the limit. Nobody had taken him to deep waters like that. Before that, man, Uriah Faber was just like, I mean, he was explosive. He was both good standing up. He was a good wrestler. I mean, Uriah Faber was a good all around. His early days, thank you, sir. New one. His early days, GSP. I can't say I have one favorite fighter that was, that guy. If you want to go way back in the early days, you know who I really enjoyed watching?
Chuck fucking Liddell.
Ken fucking Shamrock.
Oh, man. Who's there? So Ken Shamrock, Chuck Liddell, Conor McGregor, entertaining.
No, Ken Shamrock could not entertain you. The only way he entertained you was the fact that the stuff that he said was so dim-witted. Like, you would think this guy was an absolute knucklehead. But I'll tell you what, you put him in that cage, he's the first one back in the day to stop Dan the Beast Severn. Dan the Beast Severn was destroying people. And one of the very first ever super fights was one of them. I'm not saying it was but It was Dana B. Severn. This is before they had rounds. They went 15 minutes straight on. And then I can't remember what the second, if there was no clear winner, they went like another 10 minutes. Like fights would go on for 30 minutes. Easy.
Too long.
So, man, BJ Penn was fun to watch because he was so hard to take down. Honestly, I tell you what, I do have an answer for you. You want to know who my all-time favorite fighter was?
Get on
To watch.
Yeah.
Forrest Griffin.
Why?
First off, the man didn't give a shit. He had zero shits given. He just wanted to fight. He could have cared less whether he cared whether he won or lost, but that's not what drove him. He wanted to fight. And when you think about it, and even Dana White, all these people still today say that the Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonnar Ultimate Fighter finale, that one fight revitalized and helped build and take the UFC to that next level. That was an incredible fight. That man loved to go in there. I still think, I don't care what the judges say, it was not 2 fights to 1. It was literally Forrest Griffin beat Tito Ortiz all 3 times, in my opinion.
I got a question. Who started the UFC? Was it Dana White the whole time? I don't know this answer. Or did he take it over and make it huge?
Dana White did not. Dana White and the Fertitta brothers bought it. It was a dying breed. It was the modern day blood sport. That's what got everybody's attention.
The original Octagon.
No, it was the modern day blood sport. It literally was, because back in the day, the only rules were no eye gouging and no biting. There was a fight where, let me see if I can remember the name without looking it up. I can see the guy. He was taking on a fighter named Joe Son. Keith Hackney took on another fighter named Joe Son. And one of the things that helped him win, he got Joe Son in a position, famous punch, 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 right to the balls.
Jeez, fuck, that's allowed? Thought that was outlawed.
It was back then. But that's why back in the early days of the UFC, like there was a lot of places it was not allowed. It was not allowed in a lot of states. It was not allowed. And so most of your original UFCs were done on reservations, at reservation casinos that had venues. That's why, yeah, it was prize fighting. It wasn't recognized as a sport. What got my attention was one of my favorite movies, and my son is the same way. I turned him onto it. Oh God, 30 years later, Bloodsport.
That was good flick.
And UFC was the modern day blood sport, where you put 2 guys in a cage, 2 different, or 2 different disciplines. You have a kung fu guy versus a judo guy. You have a boxer versus, Hoist Gracie dominated the UFC forever. That he helped build it. Are men attracted to plus size women?
No.
Whoa! All right.
All right. All right.
Okay, hang on.
I want to finish up on the UFC real quick.
We're going to finish up on the UFC and then we'll touch on that. Wow.
All right.
Boy, we definitely got a crowd tonight.
All right. I want to finish up on the UFC and we'll touch on old Betsy Booty over there.
Nice.
My
all-time favorite fighter, Connor, to answer your question, is I'm gonna have to say Forrest Griffin.
I'm
Was
gonna
my
go. I'm
favorite
I'm
fighter.
gonna I'm gonna go. Amanda Nunez. I like watching the girls fight better than the guys, but I feel like what brings more people to UFC is the sex appeal. Everybody and the entertainment factor. The Conor McGregor, the swagger. All right, everybody did the Conor McGregor walk, and then when his ankle went down, UFC took a fucking hit. UFC took a bit of a hit. I mean,
Disagree.
I mean,
Disagree.
you want the entertainment. You want the Tyson Jake Paul. I mean, that's boxing. All right, but
I know where you're going.
but you want
good
that
point.
personality. You want that person. Israel Adesanya. He's a name. He's a great fighter, but he doesn't have that personality, that swagger that McGregor does. Everybody wants to see McGregor. You're all tatted up. You got that fucking eagle on your back, and you know what? You're pulling for the guy, but at the same time, it's like eventually somebody's got to knock this guy off his fucking pedestal. Somebody's got to bring him back down to earth.
Okay. We could go on and on and on. And yeah, I tell you what, you know my background when it comes to fighting and MMA and all that.
But I
So,
think the
that being
UFC, I like some sex appeal.
All right. So hopefully we answered your question. Good question, Connor. I like it. Thank you, sir, for chiming in there.
Thanks for the input.
We've hit the 2-hour mark, and no, we're not doing full shots. Okay, just so everybody knows, we're not doing full shots.
You put the glass. Oh God, no, not a Goldschlager. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's way too sweet for me. All right.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
It is much.
All right. So we've got another question on the board, and obviously we got 3 likes all of a sudden. We got another person. This next question.
All right.
Oh,
So,
wow, hey, look who it is.
So are men attracted to plus?
No, wait. We'll get there. Let's
Stop shutting me down.
I am shutting you down right now. Give me a second. Woo! You calling it?
No, just to piss you off.
Okay. You're very good at that anymore.
I know.
So on that note, and this is why him and I do this, because at the end of the night, I promise you guys will see us go at it. Not, throw down.
No.
But you're going to see us get into, and we want that, honestly. We want those questions out there that'll make us, challenge both of us. Bring it. I mean, I'd love to go to a boiling point.
If we agreed, this shit would be boring.
So here's the thing. Oh, God. All right. So we're still on the monsters, okay? This is Nasty Beast. This is hard tea. This is original.
There's only 3 varieties in the 12 pack, so you get 4 of each. So you get the peach, you get the lemonade tea mix, and then you have the original.
All right. Before we get to this next question,
I've already been balls deep in the
I
original.
want you to fight about. Okay, hey, give us a chance.
All right, so
yeah.
let
me get the drink out of the way first. Now, bear with us. Karaoke versus no karaoke, and what? Oh my God, she's having fun now.
Yeah, we have
a question on the board. Before we get to that question, allow me to go ahead and pour this drink and get this out of the way. So we're up to the original.
All right, so Nasty Beast. We probably should have started with this one. So it's the original Nasty Beast Monster Hard Tea, original flavor.
Still 6.0, correct?
Fuck if I know.
It's still 6. I showed it.
Yeah, 6-0.
Show it again just to be on the safe side.
6-0.
Other way.
My good side.
Learn your spots.
My good side.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's go.
Cheers.
We had peach, tea, and lemonade, and now the original.
At this point, that says, thank you, sir.
That kind of tastes more like.
In case you're wondering, my son's been kind of roaming around in the background, having a little bit of fun.
That kind of gives you more of a monster vibe.
That definitely, yeah, you could taste like
the original,
the different variations of what Monster likes to put out there. That particular one, I cannot give a 6. I can't.
Does our scale carry 0.5s? Because I'd give it a 5.5, but if we're not carrying 0.5s or 0.7s, we got to go whole numbers.
I'm going 4 on that one. Homie.
Holy fuck! You dropped.
I don't like that one.
Really?
I do not like this one.
Wow, you really fucked that one. Holy fuck!
That one is no.
Nasty
negative.
Beast Hard Tea is dead to you. The original.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it, but I'm not gonna like it.
You drink the peaches. I'll drink the originals.
All right.
So let's go to plus size women.
Are men attracted to plus size women? Very good question. Because most plus size women are going to say why. And that's what makes it hard for a man to justify. Basically, all of a sudden, it becomes that stigma.
Before we dig any deeper, Bill.
Yes, sir.
What is considered a plus size woman?
I tell you what, and that is a good question.
Like, because all right, you can be 5'3" and 130 pounds.
That could be considered plus size.
And you could be thick. You could be 6'7", 250 pounds, and you could be thick. I don't like saying plus size. I like saying I like thick.
I think it's more about confidence. That's attractive.
Oh, I fucking love me some confidence, man. I mean, all right, so
there is a bit of a stigma behind that. Thick and confident.
Yes, I'm in.
Or thin and confident.
You had me at confident.
Confident is the big one, okay? I don't like what they call a painted Barbie. My track record, I've dated the cheerleaders. I've dated the princesses. I've dated, really? Now's a perfect time, right? The monster.
Keep going.
Whatever, as long as she's confident. Okay, that's fine on a woman's end, okay? But that is a very... I think all women can be beautiful in their own way. Now, that doesn't give you, as a woman, in my opinion, now, bear in mind, this is my opinion. I'm not chauvinist. But especially in today's time, like women, and we've all seen the talk shows, we've all seen the shorts, where women want to just get out there and they want to be obese and say, oh, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly, there are a lot of women out there that, what's a good way to say it, man? That's a strong one. There are some women that can't help it. There are, attributes that go along with it. Sometimes women can't, they can't get out and walk. They can't be out and active because, they're taking care of kids. They're,
genetically, you're a big chick.
There is a lot of, there's so many variables to that.
I think
I don't want somebody, I'm going to be obese and I'm going to tell you it's beautiful is a good way to put it.
How about I like healthy?
That's a good way to put it too.
I like healthy. I like a good healthy body.
But that's not,
like if you're starving yourself and like I can feel your ribs, but I know you like that's not healthy.
Yeah, because I mean we've all dated as a man, have dated the painted Barbie that has to wake up in the morning, nothing but makeup, go to bed. We're gonna put makeup on. We're gonna make sure we wear deodorant, make sure we, they are constantly. I like a real woman. Okay.
Weight wise.
No, now that being said, that also falls back on the compatibility of you and your partner. Because at the end of the day, as long as the man sees you attractive, who gives a flying fuck about what other people think? Okay, but at the same time, like me, when I'm out with my wife, I don't always dress the best.
No, we're old. We don't care.
But, and my son, my son will vouch for that. He's like, oh, yeah, you and your old man shorts. I like cargo shorts, okay? I don't give a damn.
Oh, there's so much, like,
and I told him just recently, like, I'd be willing to go cargo shorts and boarding shorts. I'll do the best of both worlds. Okay?
Cargo shorts are great.
It comes down to the confidence of both. Excuse me. So a plus size woman can be still attractive. You're plus size because you have kids. You don't have time to get out, but you still make the time to make yourself presentable.
All right.
Is a good way to put it. Now, presentable, not meaning you have to present yourself to everybody, okay? You have to show me that you care about yourself as well as what you care about when you're out and about. Not just, hey, I'm a plus size woman. I can still, swim. Oh, you need to, like, I've seen too many of these videos anymore where women are getting on there and, oh, well, I'm plus size. You need to, that's just who no, that's not who you are. Who you are is your personality. I look at a woman and I look at her eyes. I look at her smile. I look at, does she like to get out there and dance? I like to see her, that's how I look at a woman personally. Because you can still be a big girl and still look, good, but it comes down to not just your physical appearance. You still have to, I know I said earlier that a woman has to choose a man, but you still have to portray yourself. If you portray yourself as, I'm a big girl, I'm going to wear the sweatpants and still come out, don't I look great? You need to look at me good. No, it doesn't work that way. It's all in how you portray yourself, which goes down to the personality. It goes down to, as another person says, the confidence. If you got confidence and you enjoy life and not try and force the issue on somebody else, so to say, is the best way I can put it. And again, I say this all in opinion. A plus size woman, I
Can I get one?
You can.
All right. When I was younger, there was always the
Oh, what's funny is, okay, what's Steven's opinion?
yeah.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna run outside. The window's open, so we can still hear each other.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're 2.5 hours in. I'm going to the bathroom.
So when I was younger, we'd go to the bar, right? And there was the duff. All right. There was the dumb, ugly, fat friend. All right. Everybody had one. And being younger, we were a lot more fit. You always chase the hottest one out of the group. So you had the high, you had the medium, and then you had the low. So then we get older. We mature, and we start looking for people on a more sensual, mental fucking basis or whatever. And like it goes out the fucking window, because you know what? I'm not getting any fucking cuter, and neither are you. Like we just get fucking older. And then you start thinking about a life partner. so someone you can wake up every day to, and nothing fucking matters. You guys are both established, so it's someone you can be with forever. Like my dick could fall off, and you know what? We'll still love each other. And so, I mean, you could be huge at that point. Like, I don't,
Jeez.
no, dude, seriously. I think at the age of 40, I stopped caring about looks.
I mean, I got the dad bod now.
No, I stopped caring about looks, and I'm like, man, I would love some jiggle with the wiggle. Like, I don't want to. Like, if we fuck, shit has to move. Like there has to be motion in the ocean at some point, mine or yours. It doesn't matter.
So
we get older, we find certain things fucking hotter. So when I was younger, I wanted skinny. When I'm older, I just want it to be fucking hot.
you just got the laugh emoji.
No, seriously, I just want it to be fucking hot. Like, and I really do. I give zero fucks about how big you are.
That's right. I tell you what, I'm about to do something that's going to be completely off the rails. You might like this one. So I actually have somebody in the garage right now that's been sitting over, kind of watching us.
Oh, no.
Let's see if he's brave enough to do this. Come over here a second.
No.
Come on over here.
No.
And here's why.
Don't.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. Well, it's a good question. He's asking me why he's a little shy.
When you're younger, you want the Barbie.
But no, here's the fun. Here's the fun part.
When you're older, you want hot.
Here's the fun part.
What's your interpretation of hot?
You know this individual very well.
Yeah, he's right there.
You've also seen him. He's dated the cheerleaders. He's dated the, let's call them the fun girls. He's dated the girl next door. He's dated,
Fuck, Bill's bringing his kid in. That's what he's doing. Bill's bringing his kid in.
So if he is willing to come over here, we can get not just the old school perspective. All we're going to do is we're going to give him about 5 minutes of time and tell us why he feels, what's his opinion on what's that'll give us perspective on today, on what everybody kind of what today's youth, what today's the generation coming up is a good way to put it. And if he doesn't want to, that's fine.
All right, step back then, Bill. Give me your chair. Give me your chair.
Would you like an opportunity to step down? I'm going to take everything away, so if anybody's watching, there is going to be zero.
I'll agree to this, Bill, but
alcohol in front of him.
Give him your chair. I'm going to question him. All right.
You are not going to question him.
Come on.
You're going to let him finish his statement because you tend to go off the rails.
Bill, no, go ahead. Bill, you can intervene anytime you want.
Do you want to? The question is, the big question, if we go back up here, are men attracted to plus size women? And if I'm not mistaken, did you not date one not long ago?
Oh, fuck, dude. Holy fuck. No, Bill, this is all bad. I'm done.
So do you feel like you would like to give a modern day perspective? Good to go. It's fine if you don't. I mean, is a plus size woman or plus size woman